high school, I met her through one of my friends. Pretty little thing, the boys all bet that they could win. I made her my girlfriend, I threw away all of my plans. She was infatuated, I was only stupid then. Driving my baby around in my broke down Corvette. High school is over, but I cannot forget her mama and her daddy didn't even know my name. They packed that girl for college, she left me when summer came. When summer came, when summer came. Oh, took my heart away when summer came. Oh, it came when summer came. Oh, took my love away. But better it's over, 'cause now I'm hearing things. She's living on campus, doing stuff you won't believe. I'm not gonna blast you, baby, I'm not gonna spread these lies. I still believe in love, but my love is taking time. I hear she's riding around in this red Corvette. Some like the finer things, but this I will never forget. Her mama and her daddy didn't even know my name. They packed that girl for college, she left me when summer came. When summer came, when summer came. Oh, took my heart away when summer came. Oh, it came when summer came. Oh, took my love away.
Hey dolls! So I am back and I am in a different location. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen. I thought it would be fun to go ahead and film in here today since I am doing a sort of like kitchen-y cooking item. So I was selected from Influenster to be part of their campaign for the Filippo Berio. I think that's how you say it. I don't really know. Sorry if I butchered that, but it's the extra virgin olive oil, and I was really excited to go ahead and try this out because I've always seen the brand on the shelf, but if I'm being honest, it was more pricey, so I kind of always avoided it. But they went ahead and they sent me a voucher to redeem a bottle for free, so I was like, of course I'm gonna try it out and see what all the fuss is about, because I have heard good things about this olive oil before. And along with the free voucher to redeem the olive oil, they went ahead and sent me some coupons to spread the love to my friends and family so they all could get $2 off their bottle of olive oil. And also they sent me some really neat things. They sent me a magnet for the fridge that has like different measurements, how to convert from like butter to olive oil, how you can cook healthier with it. So that was really neat to me. And they also did send a booklet with some info on how, it was like 101 different ways on how you could actually use the olive oil. And along with that, they did send a little booklet on how you could do olive oil tasting. I personally am not a huge fan of the way olive oil tastes, so I'm not one to want to do a shot of it and swish it around in my mouth. I did not do that. I did just go ahead and use it in some ways like I showed you at the beginning of the video. So those were a few ways that I did use the olive oil. So with me saying that I'm not a huge fan of the way olive oil tastes, and honestly, I'm just not. I just do not care for that flavor. And, you know, everybody has different taste buds. But I do like to cook with it because once it's mixed in your ingredients or it's cooked off, whatever you want to say, I really feel like you cannot taste it. But as far as the plain taste, I'm just not a fan of that. But with that being said, I did go ahead and dip my finger into it just so I can get an idea of how it actually does taste, because I just wanted to know if it was a different type of flavor, because this one is described as mild, light-bodied flavor, that I thought maybe it wouldn't be so strong. That is the case. It's not at all as strong as other olive oils that I've had in the past. So I will have to say I really do actually like this one a lot. It did a really good job at keeping my food moist, and it gave the things that I needed to have a nice crust a crust, and it did really well when I had to saute some stuff. And I went ahead and, as you saw, I used it as a part of my beauty regimen. Really, really well. I was very impressed with the olive oil altogether as far as cooking and part of my beauty regimen. So as you did see, I did make some chicken dishes, and you can use olive oil for a variety of things. I just tend to cook with a little more chicken than other things, so that's why I went ahead and showed 2 chicken recipes, but I'm sure you could use it for a multitude of things. Pinterest is always my friend, so I'm sure you could find lots of recipes on there. So when cooking chicken, sometimes it can be difficult with keeping your meat moist without it being, I don't know. I feel like sometimes if you're making moist chicken, it doesn't always get a nice coating on the outside or whatnot, if you know what I mean. So I found when cooking with olive oil that it is honestly one of the best ingredients to cook with. It helps keep your food really moist and allowing the other flavors to absorb into your meat. For example, like with the chicken and the seasoning, that was a really good example of using olive oil, I feel like, because it was a simple dish, but the olive oil honestly did a whole lot of work. It helped lock those juices in, and it helped give the top a nice crust, along with the seasonings that I did use. But the olive oil did a lot of the work. So now, switching the table over to the beauty regimen side, I want to talk about the 2 types of examples that I did show you as far as the scrub and the hair mask. So with the hair mask, you know, I did do it actually today because I wanted to be able to show you what my hair looks like with the mask. And this has no product in it. I let it air dry, and I didn't want to straighten it or anything, so it does have some kinks for me tucking it behind my ear. But you can see it has a whole lot of shine, and it feels really soft, and I was pretty impressed with the result that I did get. I will say I don't think I shampooed all of it out correctly because it still kind of feels a little like greasy, but it's nothing that it's like, wah, your hair looks nasty, you know, whatever. I'm gonna let it rock today, and just, it is what it is. But it did do a really good job. I feel like it pulled a lot of the other oiliness out of my hair. My hair has been super oily lately. I'm not really sure what that's about. So that's why I went ahead and did the egg whites and olive oil mixture. If you are having a problem with your hair being super dry, like I said in the video earlier, you can just do the egg yolk in olive oil. That will give your hair some more moisture and help with the dryness because of the protein in the yolk. So let's talk about the scrub really quick. I will say I was so impressed with that. I've done olive oil and sea salt scrubs, and even olive oil and brown sugar, but I haven't done it with this brand other than the one time I did show you, and I was super duper impressed. It worked really well. My skin is actually still really, really soft. It gives it a nice glow. I don't know. I just think all in all, that is honestly one of the best body scrubs you can do, is one that you just make yourself with simple sea salt and olive oil. And, you know, it works great. I'm not the type of person who likes to spend a whole lot of money. I'm very budget, or I guess you can say cheap. But, you know, sometimes I find that the simplest things are the best things. And for me, I think a sea salt and olive oil scrub is 100% the best thing for removing dead skin and old tanner, and just prepping your skin all around for, if you are a self-tanner user, then it helps prep your skin and get it ready for your next tan session. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I really have to say. It's a really great olive oil. It's not super strong in flavor. If you like a really strong olive oil flavor, maybe try one of the other ones. I know this one is one of the mild ones, so that's why I did choose that. And they have other, like, levels, I guess, and so maybe if you're not into a mild olive oil flavor, you might like one of the other ones. So definitely check it out, guys. It's so worth it, and I definitely will now invest in this good olive oil because, you know, I also found I don't know, maybe it is worth spending a little more money on some items because you do get better quality. And so I feel like that is the case with this. So before I wrap up the video, I do just want to add that Influenster did send me a coupon to redeem the bottle for free, and that I was picked to do this, but I want to just say that all the opinions that I stated and all the things I've said are my own opinions. It's how I feel. I'm being honest with you guys. I will never lie to you. That's not who I am. And yeah. So if you guys have any more questions, or maybe if you have some tips on how I can use this olive oil or some delicious recipes, then make sure you leave a link to it, or go ahead and just type it down there. I'm always looking for new ideas, and I just like communicating with you guys. So make sure you go ahead and leave me some stuff down there, even if it's just to say hey, or even if it's to say boo. I don't care. Say something. So until my next video, dolls, stay beautiful and stay safe. Bye.